Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mojo Monday. Wow, our first 2026 session right after the holidays. And here we are with Alicia and Dr. Luana. It's great to see you, ladies. Welcome. Alicia is our first speaker today. So I'm going to open the floor for the next 20-ish minutes and let her talk about her topic and how it's going to help you through 2026. Go ahead, Alicia. Take us away.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here and to be healthy today. Happy New Year, everyone. We're going to talk about intentional networking on first quarter of 2026, which we are in. And because five pillars of organizational excellence is my platform, I'm going to influence the intentional network according to the 5 pillars of organizational excellence. So intentional networking in Q1 2026 requires a disciplined shift in mindset. It's all about the mindset. To have a healthy mindset means you have to have good input. So networking is no longer about volume, visibility, or transactional exchange. It is more about alignment, purpose, and stewardship. The first quarter of the year establishes direction, tone, and credibility. The relationships formed during this season often determine the level of trust, collaboration, and influence experienced throughout the year. This quarter is very crucial. It's almost like having a ring and setting the stone so that it has a lasting value. So when networking is guided by the 5 pillars of organizational excellence, every conversation becomes strategic, value-centered, and outcome-driven. Intentional network moves beyond proximity and focuses on contribution, coherence, and long-term organizational impact. In Q1 2026 is the ideal time to refine how connections are formed, ensuring that each relationship supports excellence at the individual, leadership, and organizational levels. So the individual person has an influence, the leadership combined has a purpose, and the organization overall levels truly matter. Intentional networking begins with clarity. How many of us see clarity in our businesses? I know that for me, 2025 was about clarity, so I'm going to raise my hand on that one. Clarity of purpose, clarity of values, and clarity of determined impact. Without clarity, networking becomes noise. Just throwing darts and hoping something happens. Can't do that. We need to be intentional. With clarity, it becomes a leadership tool. The first pillar, which is neuroleadership, shapes how leaders think, decide, and respond under pressure. Networking through the lens of neuroleadership means intentionally connecting with individuals who value self-awareness, emotional regulation, and cognitive discipline. These are leaders who understand that how decisions are made is just as important as what decisions are made. Again, I'm going to say that again. How decisions are made is just as important as what decisions are made. In Q1 2026, neuroleadership aligned networking prioritizes conversations with executives, learning leaders, and strategists who are committed to leading with wisdom rather than reaction. Sometimes you got to put the thought and lead with the thought. So that's what that means, to lead with wisdom rather than reacting to the situation. These relationships elevate the quality of dialogue, encourage thoughtful leadership, and foster environments where psychological safety and accountability coexist. Intentional networking at this level sharpens judgment, expands perspective, and strengthens leadership presence. The second pillar, neuromanagement, brings structure and sustainability to leadership intention. Neuromanagement recognizes that systems, processes, and policies must align with how people think and function. Neuromanagement is designed to create a psychologically safe environment. So having people, the way processes and policies aligned with how people think is very critical. Network aligned with neuromanagement focuses on individuals who influence execution, operations, and change. In Q1 2026, neuromanagement-centered networking seeks relationships with operational leaders, transformation specialists, and performance professionals who value alignment between people and processes. These connections support organization in reducing friction, increasing focus, and improving consistency. Hence, that's how we create that psychological safety environment. Intentional networking here ensures that vision does not stall as strategy, but is translated into practical, measurable action. The third pillar, authentic appreciation, addresses one of the most overlooked dimensions of professional relationships. Appreciation is not recognition, theater, or performing praise. Authentic appreciation is intentional, personal, and rooted in dignity. It is the way we communicate authentically that we value our circle of influence, our people within the organization, and also those of our external stakeholders as well. Networking influenced by authentic appreciation values relationships where people are seen beyond titles and outcomes. Q1 2026, this means connecting with leaders who prioritize employee experience, engagement, and retention as strategic imperatives. These individuals understand that appreciation builds loyalty, strengthens trust, and fuels discretionary effort. Intentional networking through this pillar, the authentic appreciation pillar, encourages deep listening, thoughtful follow-up, and meaningful acknowledgement. It transforms networking from self-promotion into mutual regard, how we both look at something. When appreciation guides relationship building, trust develops organically. So again, trust develops organically, and collaboration becomes natural rather than forced. It just spontaneously happens. The fourth pillar, workplace forgiveness, introduces a dimension of maturity and resilience into networking conversations. Workplace forgiveness is not the absence of accountability. It is presence of repair, learning, and forward movement after missteps, conflicts, or failure. In Q1 2026, networking influenced by workplace forgiveness invites relationships with leaders who understand conflict resolution, ethical leadership, and cultural restoration. These are individuals who value honesty, reconciliation, and growth. Intentional networking at this level avoids surface level interactions and embraces conversations that acknowledge complexity, humanity, and responsibility. It goes beyond the surface. Some relationships are essential for organizations navigating change, rebuilding trust, or addressing cultural wounds. Networking guided by this pillar, the workplace forgiveness pillar, supports environments where mistakes become lessons and people are not permanently defined by moments of failure. The fifth pillar, which is also the final pillar, is called organizational trust. It's really the cornerstone of all the pillars. It anchors all other pillars. Trust is the multiplier of leadership effectiveness, cultural health, and organizational performance. Without trust, networking becomes transactional and fragile. With trust, it becomes transformative. In Q1 2026, organizational trust focused networking prioritizes relationship with individuals known for integrity and transparency. I'll say that again. Individuals known for 1, integrity, 2, consistency, and 3, transparency. These may include board members, governance leaders, advisors, and purpose-driven executives. Intentional networking. Through this pillar, the organizational trust pillar evaluates not only competence, but character. Trust-centered networking requires discernment. It asks whether values align, whether words match actions, and whether accountability is practiced consistently. Relationships formed on trust endure beyond opportunity and withstand pressure. When the 5 pillars of all collectively influences networking, the result is a refined approach to professional relationships. Networking becomes an extension of leadership, not a separate activity. Each interaction is filtered through purpose, alignment, and excellence. Intentional networking in Q1 2026 also requires reflection. Leaders must ask themselves, why are they connecting? What are they offering? And how the relationship supports organizational excellence. Networking without intention drains energy. Networking with intention multiplies impact. This approach must also redefine success. Success is not measured by the number of contacts exchanged, but by the quality of relationships cultivated. It reflects in collaborative partnerships, trusted referrals, and shared outcomes that benefit people and organizations alike. In Q1 2026, as Q1 2026 unfolds, intentional networking becomes a leadership responsibility. It shapes culture before culture is formally addressed. It builds trust before contracts are signed. It establishes credibility before authority is exercised. When influenced by the 5 pillars of organizational excellence, networking is no longer reactive or opportunistic. It is strategic, ethical, and purpose-driven. It honors people, strengthens organization, and advances sustainable excellence. Intentional networking is not about who you know. It is about how you lead, how you steward relationships, and how you contribute to environments where people and organizations thrive. In Q1 2026 offers a powerful opportunity. Lead it with an intention, lead it with excellence. Thank you.
Wow, a lot of information and great information. That was awesome, Alicia. Dr. Luana, do you have any questions or comments?
Not really, because leadership is, to me, a good leader is someone who listens to the people that they work with and determine where each individual's strength is, and and work with them accordingly. And they recognize that what their people under them do is what elevates them. And so they don't try to talk down to them, make them feel small or anything like that. They just treat them with respect and praise them in public. And if there's something they don't agree with, talk to them in private. You know?
Absolutely. And Alicia just put a link in the chat for a download. You know, I heard a few words that really kept coming up. Consistency kept coming up, coming up. Consistency is everything when you're building a relationship. And we must build the relationship, I heard that several times, with intention. Not to take from them, but to give to them. It's all about them. And sometimes we forget what our intentions are. Are they real? Are they aligned with what we believe, what we're trying to do, who we are? Does that make sense?
Yeah. You know, to me, I remember what Jesus said. To lead, you must serve. So you cannot be a leader unless you're willing to serve those who are under you. And most people who take on those leadership roles think it's the other way around. They expect you to serve and give to them.
That's why I like my my grad school and my doctoral school, Grand Canyon University. The premise on leadership is called servant leadership. It's the ability to develop other leaders by, putting others before your own needs. So when we develop others by contributing to their success before our own needs, there is a silent reciprocal value, because as you're developing other people, you're being developed as well. But you're not. It is kind of intentional, but the way it happens is like a pleasant surprise, So I like that in my school.
And we just have to remember that it's about them. It's no longer about us. It's no longer, because if we're giving with intention and doing all the right building relationships, it'll all come. We just have to wait for it. We have to do our work to receive it. And that is with intention, building relationships about them, helping them. And I know that all three of us in the room right now, we do that. But sometimes we can still get a little sidetracked, I'm sure. I know I'm guilty. I get a little sidetracked. And then I'm like, oh, me. No, it's not about me. It's about them. And it's changed a lot over the years. We're no longer in 1970 where we just knock on the door and ask someone to buy something or ask someone to do something, and they're just automatically going to do it. It doesn't work that way anymore. Do you remember those times? How easy it was to get people's attention? It's no longer like that, because we don't get to knock on the door and reach out and touch somebody. It doesn't work that way anymore. Everything is not so personal. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I guess it depends on the situation. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to go over the 90-day connecting map, and I think we'll really get a lot out of this. So if you want to grab a pen and paper to write notes, I would suggest that. You know how well I love sharing my screen drives me crazy. So let's see here. Can you see my screen? It says 90-day connection map. Can you see that, Alicia?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so, and we use this word. Alicia used this word several times. Intentional. So it's 90-day connection map, intentional and simple. I'm going to break it down for you. It's clear, connection, collaboration, and it equals results once you start doing that. Clarity, connection, and collaboration. Define your focus. sometimes we get something started, but we really haven't defined our focus, connecting with intention, and you get results. But have you defined what you're really focusing on when you take a subject and you say, okay, I'm going to use Dr. Lawana's $30,000 manifestation. She has to define what the focus is, how she's going to do it, when she's going to start, what steps is she going to take to possibly open her mind a little bigger, a little more, so that she can really manifest $30,000. Phase 1 is clarity. You must have a clear path of where you're going. Know your goal. Know who you need and why. Define your focus, your business, career, speaking, clients, partnerships. I work on each and every one of those because that's what my business is about. My career is about speaking, having the right clients, having the right partnerships. You can have partnerships everywhere you turn, but are they the right partnerships for you and your business? So what I'm going to ask you to do is identify 15 to 20 key people who align with your goals. Find those people. I hope I'm on that list. Who are your connectors? Who are your collaborators? Who are your clients? And who are your mentors? All of those are the 15 to 20 people that you are looking for, that you already have. And if you don't have them, go ahead and write down the number. So let's say you're going to try to find 20 that you already know that fits one of these 4 categories, and you only come up with 16. Well, go ahead and write down your 17, 18, 19, 20 numbers so that you know that you need to find 4 more people. If you don't already have them in your pipeline, you're going to have to go find them and put them in your pipeline. That is your first goal that I'm going to give you. Update your profiles. When is the last time you updated your bio? When is the last time you updated your LinkedIn and Facebook profile to reflect your clarity? Whatever it is, there's no reason why you can't go in there very quickly every quarter and change your profile, update your bio, because guess what? Your goals change. Your clarity changes. So these profiles and bio should change with you. Because remember, at this time, people have to know who you are and what you're about. Begin intentional outreach, 5 to 7 conversations per week. Now, let's face it, you really should be conversating 5 to 7 times per day, but let's start per week. If you're not already having those conversations, let's get it 1 conversation per day. Or if you want to take Friday and Saturdays and Sundays off, then you've got to add 1 to 2 of those days. So 1 to 2 conversations every single day. Intentional. The ones that spark, connector, collaboration, clients, mentors. And it's okay if you already know them. We want you to reach out to those that you already know. Maybe you connected with, let's say, Dr. Lawana, when is the last time you had a one-on-one meeting with Alicia? If you haven't had one recently, you need to go ahead and set that appointment because she is a connection for you. She may be she's a mentor to you. She just mentored when she did her speaking just a few moments ago. So she fits that category. Action. Schedule your get to know you calls. Go find those people that you don't know yet that you need to know. Alicia, I don't know when the last time you did a summit or you attended a class, you attended a meeting. I'm sure there's people at those places that you haven't met one-on-one yet. Go ahead and write their names down and message them and try to get them on your books for this week. Don't push it off to next week. We have 6 more days of this week left. Schedule them for this week. Hey, SpongeBob SquarePants, can I schedule a get to know you meeting with you for, let's say, tomorrow or Wednesday? When are you available? Always give them 2 options. If you definitely want to do it on Tuesday, are you available Tuesday mornings or afternoons? And that gives them the option to look at their calendar for Tuesday only. Am I available Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon? Yes, I can do Tuesday afternoon at 2. Perfect, that fits. If they can't do Tuesday, more than likely, they'll come back and say, I can do Wednesday afternoon. Do you see where I'm going with this? The time is now. The time is here. It's near. Your mindset. Is your mindset ready? Do you have your mindset ready? Is it set up so that you know exactly what you want, what you need, where you're going to get it? And make sure you listen more than you talk. Listening is key. So you can see here at my worksheet, I have 1 through 15 numbers ready. So I can write down my people that I'm going to reach out to, or maybe I've already reached out to them. Alicia, you can put me and Dr. Lawana on your list. But if you haven't done a one-on-one recently, you need to do that.
Yes.
Take lots of notes during your conversation. You're not going to remember everything. So let's look at day 31 through 60. Building relationships. Share value. When you speak of value, what are they getting from you? You're not trying to sell them. You're just giving them information. Connect with intention. You're getting results. So connection. Your goal is build trust and consistency. You're building that relationship. You're giving them something. You're giving them your time, your energy. You're giving them the right energy, though, and the right time. That doesn't mean be on the phone with them or on a Zoom call for an hour. 15 minutes to 30 minutes is plenty of time for that get to me call. But before you're finished, you're going to set up your next time you're going to talk to them. Maybe it's at the end of the week. Maybe it's next week. Maybe it's at a summit you're going to and you've invited them to that summit to attend with you. That next meeting. Attend or host weekly networking spaces. I know Alicia goes to different meetings than what Dr. Lawana goes to. Invite each other to one of those meetings so that you get to know more people, different people, or maybe you meet up with someone that you haven't seen in a while. Introduce each other to your communities. Be a connector. Again, share value with each other, your resources, share encouragement, share visibility. Do weekly check-ins with your top 5 connections or connectors. Serve first, sell later. Again, you're just giving information, building that relationship, taking lots of notes. Let's talk about days 61 through 90. Now we are identifying who our collaboration opportunities are. Who are your collaborators? Your goal is to turn relationships into momentum. Identify collaboration opportunities by speaking, by either doing podcasts or showing up as a guest on a podcast. Joint lives. Get on a live with someone or do lives by yourself. Either or, it was work. Referrals. What referrals, Alicia, can you give Dr. Lawana? And Dr. Lawana, who can you give Alicia for whatever's coming up next for her. How can you serve each other? What can you do for each other? And then you practice, and then you move on to that next person. Ask intentional questions. How can I support you? I was talking to Margaret today. I haven't seen Margaret in several weeks, and I set up an appointment with her on Friday for today, and we got caught up, and there's some things now we're going to do together. She's going to be speaking at my event on January 23rd. Then she has an event coming up in February. I'm going to speak at her event. Now we're collaborating, but we haven't done that in a long while. I know her, but I haven't been keeping up with her. And then do a review of yourself, review your results, and refine your next 90-day map. You always want to have your next 90 days ready. You're building up for that. Create 3 to 5 strategic collaborations along the way. Speaking at someone's event, being on their podcast. Maybe you live close together and you can do a live together, an in-person event together. There's always collaborations being done, and you can do it too. And this is how I define collaboration. You have a moist chocolate chip cupcake, and you put your smooth, creamy chocolate frosting on top, and then you stop. You have no collaboration. But when you put those colorful, yummy sprinkles on the top, that's where your collaboration comes in. Now your cupcake is finished. Your cupcake is ready for anything and everything because you have collaborated with someone that can help you along the way. Again, I can't say it enough about taking notes. You cannot remember everything. Take notes. If you don't have a paper and pen, get your notepad out on your phone or your laptop, but take notes. Even if you have to speak the notes to yourself in your phone, send yourself a message. That's okay too. That's okay too. This should have been a download, and the download is not working. So I will get the download to you as soon as I figure out why it did not download correctly. So who has questions or comments? Alicia, you look ready. What do you have to say?
I think we had some of the same key words in our presentation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I liked it.
Absolutely. It's to have it all wrapped up in a pretty little box with a big red bow on it. But we have to work to get it there. We have to work to make it functional. So yes. How about you, Dr. Luana?
No, I was trying to think while you were speaking, and I don't know, to be perfectly truthful.
Can you think of
There's
some
a
people
couple
that
of mastermind groups I go to. Well, actually, it was more than a couple. I was part of a writing collaboration one time, and this lady took all those people and put them into a mastermind group. So we're in that group, doesn't cost us anything. We go and we can write, you know. But the next time when she does a book and she hopes we'll all sign up to be a part of that. And then there's another woman who I took a course from, a speaking thing from her about 6 years ago. And she did the same thing. She took all those people who took that course from her, created a mastermind group. So we go to that, doesn't cost us anything, but in both cases they're teaching us stuff, you know. And
That's good.
But
I have a
do
couple
you
of
carry
others,
it?
but I was
you
just
carry
trying
it
to
the
think.
next
I don't
step?
know. Pardon me?
Do you carry it to the next step and call these people or message these people and say, hey, let's get to know each other better? Can we set up a time?
I actually do kind of know them. I don't need to set up a thing with them.
Okay.
I've gotten to know Donna pretty well. and RV.
So is there
You,
something
you
you
may
can
have seen
invite them
RV
to?
on Facebook. She's decided to go into the strength building, and she's entered
Oh,
contests and won them. And I look
wow.
at her and I'm going, whoa, you wouldn't believe she's 70 years old when you
Oh,
Wow.
see
wow.
her, you know. But
Did
I
you
know
invite
them,
them?
so I don't need to set up a call with them.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mm.
let me ask you this. When is the last time you asked Arby about going to a different meeting that you go to, a different class, a different writing, different journaling, different? When is the last time you invited her to come to Mojo Monday with you?
I haven't invited either one because their schedule is always so filled with stuff. They're telling us what they're doing.
Right.
I've never even thought about asking them
Yeah, you
to
never
do
know. It may
anything.
fit their schedule one time, you know, and then they may come and love it and stay wherever you're going because they're wanting to meet other people and you're wanting to meet other people. Then you can swap and say, hey, come on over here with me and I'll be here. I would love for you to come on over. And you're going to be speaking on January 23rd. Ask them to come over and hear you speak on January 23rd. Perfect
I don't
time
know if
for
I want
them to
Arby to
come
hear
over.
me speak. She has a
Oh,
set way of how she likes for you to give speeches. I kind of deviate from that, and I went, oh,
that's good training for you, Dr. Lawana.
oh my gosh. Well, I can't. You're right. I could ask them. You never know. They might just say, "Yeah, I'd love to come."
And they
Mm-hmm.
say, you know what? I don't have time, but my sister would love to come over and meet new people. She's looking at, meeting new people. She's ramping up her business. Or my friend Joe just started a business. I would love for him to come over and meet new people. You never know what they're thinking. It's not always about them, it's about who do they know. How about you, Alicia? When's the last time you invited someone to your mastermind or master class or summit?
I have not, only because the people I know, they have their own worlds. So I can join their worlds. I'm thinking of one. I'm thinking of one particular person right now, but they have their own worlds. That's the difference. I think that's the challenge with thought leaders. You have your own world, and so to cross into somebody else's world, it takes effort.
It does. You're
It takes
right. The
effort.
word effort. And that's hard sometimes, isn't it?
Of
It's
course.
hard. It's it's
It
like
is.
it's like
It's
it's a giant.
also. It's. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but I can think of a number of people whose programs I spent a lot of money into back when I
Mm.
had some money. Anyway, but none of those people. There's only one person that I can I spent money with, and that person came when I did something, appeared. All the others, I would invite them and whatnot, but they never show up.
I've
You
had
know, I
that.
know they're all busy. I don't expect them to show up for everything that I do, but I figured one time, at least
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
You're right. And I
Mm-hmm.
have experienced that. The first thing, it breaks my heart. It hurts my
Mm-hmm.
heart. The next thing, it really upsets me. It makes me almost mad. And then I have to say to myself, well, you know what? Lesson learned. I did learn these things from this person. And now I have to just put them over here as a slow cooker. They're going to wait over here for several months and then I'll get back with them. And I'm going to keep asking them until they tell me don't contact them again. Or I'm never going to be interested in what you're doing. Something, because they are a connection. They are a connection and you can't give up. Don't let that one person for what you're trying to build.
If it
You
was
know,
just
I
one person, I would agree. And I'm sour on anybody, because I know everybody's got their own thing that's going on that they have to concentrate on. But you could say maybe I'd love to be there, but I have this going on, or I'm sorry that I've already scheduled that I'm not doing anything that week. At least acknowledge.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
right. It,
Hmm.
acknowledgement means a lot.
Yeah,
It
it
does
does,
mean a
because
lot.
then I know I matter. Even if it's only that much, at least I know I matter to you. But when you don't, it's like, I got your money, get out of my face. We're through. I'm
Exactly.
moving
That's the way
on.
it, that's
And
the way
I've
it
given
makes me
people,
feel.
I mean, when I say I've spent a lot of money, I've spent a lot of money with different people. And some
Yes.
of them I've taken one thing after another that they've done because I liked what they were teaching, even though it wasn't necessarily something that I could use, or at that time anyway. But because I respected the person and I liked them, and so I would spend the money. And that's
Right.
why when I started doing some things, I was really disappointed in those same individuals who not just a few $100s, but a lot of $100.
Yes.
I can think of one individual, I will not mention their name, but when they first got started, they needed support. And I was one of those people who was right there to support them. Everything they did, I was there. They put together a mastermind group because they needed money to get a down payment because they wanted this room, uh, that an office room is what I'm trying to say. So they needed some income that was coming in. So I
Yes.
joined. I
Yes.
even donated $1,000 to help them. Okay?
Mm,
Those are the kind of things that really burn you, because you think those are, even if they can't do
yes.
everything, at least one time they'll show up or say something to you to let you know that
Yes.
they
Let you
appreciated
know
what
that,
you
hey,
did.
I'm busy that week, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
busy that night. Or, I have one very good friend. He is never available on Monday nights. He has something else he's been doing, so he can never come to Mojo Monday. But he has come to other things. It's been a while, but he has
Mm-hmm.
come. He's bought my book when I've, done collaboration books and things like that. But at least he's acknowledged me and let me know Mondays are never going to work.
Yeah. And I can
So now
understand
I
those
know
kind of
that.
situations, because I
Exactly.
have certain days and evenings I'm I've got locked in. I'm committed
Right.
to that time, and so it doesn't matter what else is going on.
Yes.
I'm not going to walk away from that. I can
Right.
understand those kinds of things,
Yes.
and
But he
it's
acknowledged,
a
that's what,
person that.
yes, but he acknowledged and let me know I
Hmm.
can't do Monday nights. But keep me in your circle, but I can't do Monday night. I love it when people just have the courtesy, like you said, and acknowledge me. We are out of time, ladies. We've had a great
Yeah,
night.
and I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to take you down that road, but
No,
it's
it's
just
good.
that
This
I
is
got to the
good.
point where I don't talk to people anymore. I see, if they want something from me, they'll come to me, which they do. I get a lot of people coming, but it's always, you know, it's never the money that they come to hand me. But that's going to change. I just feel it in here. It's going to
That's right.
change. And I didn't mean to get
That's
in
right.
that direction. For some reason, it crossed my mind. I should not have been talking about it. I broke my own rule because my mindset says do not
Mindset. That's right.
do not reference or anything that's
Yes,
negative,
ma'am.
that was hurtful in the past, because you're moving forward. So
Absolutely.
now that I got
All
it out of
forward.
my system for
Yes,
2026, I'm
that's
going
right.
forward.
You're moving
Alicia,
on, sister. You're
LaDonna, we're
moving
all
on.
moving forward. Nothing's gonna
So
hold us
let's
back.
let's talk about real quick, because we are out of time, what we have coming up in the near thing is January 23rd is my virtual event. Let me back up. Ask LaDonna is on Wednesday morning. Don't forget that at 10 o'clock. If you have any questions, concerns, roadblocks, I will help you through them. We'll have answers before you leave. Then on January 23rd, Dr. Lawana and I are speaking. It's my event, and it's going to be all about mindset. So it's going to be a wonderful event. We have
Yes,
new
it
people
is.
that
I've
have
been
already
learning
signed
some
up to
stuff
speak
about
and
mindset. I'm
attend.
excited to share that.
Yes, so new people will be there that we probably none of us know. Some of us may. And then my in-person event on March 3rd. Those are my first few things coming up. Dr. Lawana, what do you have coming up that you can invite us to?
Well, your event, which I need to write up for, so I can put it in my Facebook and LinkedIn groups.
Okay.
And then I am working on a base dealing with mindset.
Ah,
Good.
I decided I was going to tackle mindset differently from what I've heard other people do. And I'm kind of liking with what I'm coming up with. So it's going to be a ebook, and I do mean ebook, a PDF ebook, okay? I don't know if I'm going to put it on Amazon because I wanted this where it would be available for that event.
okay.
And it's all about slamming the door. I
Ooh,
think
I
that's what I'm
love
going to
that.
actually
Slam
call
the
it, is
door.
slam the door.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what you come up with. How about you, Alicia? What's going on in your world?
Well, I come to a place where I have enough clarity on what my business is. It is an organizational development firm focusing on organizational excellence to the 5 pillars of organizational excellence. So I came to that conclusion in 2025, which was my clarity year. This year, I'm projecting to make a lot of offers, and hopefully they'll accept it, and I can generate an income.
Awesome, awesome. Do you have anything up that you can invite us to?
Not at the present, no.
Okay. All right. So keep that in
Well,
mind. Always have something on your mind, where you're going to be, and who can I get to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
well, one thing I know I'm going to be doing this year that I haven't done is Facebook Live. I did one New Year's Eve because I had a commitment to do a Facebook Live on Facebook and on YouTube. So I did about 9 minutes on Facebook Live. I went over to YouTube, did 13 minutes, didn't realize I didn't turn the mic on.
Oh.
So if you go over there and you click on it, you see my mouth working and my gestures and everything, but no.
Oh, you just
That's
did
okay. I did it.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. And happy. That's the way to look at it. All for a reason. It all happens.
Yeah,
All
I've
right, ladies.
always
I hope
feared the
you will.
Facebook Live for some reason. I don't know why, because I love TikTok. But Facebook Live, oh my God, it just scares the life out of me. And
You'll
same
get
way
used
with
to it.
YouTube. So that's why I had to do it.
Yes, that's right. So don't forget, Ask LaDonna on Wednesday morning. Come up with something you need help with. Come on. You can come and go as you want for that hour, and I'll give you answers. I'll help you with solutions.
That's at 8 o'clock, right? I mean, 8 o'clock my time, 10
8
yours.
o'clock your time. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll try to get time.
Okay.
I may not be fully dressed.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's
So
all right.
just come
Our
with
is
me.
just there to help you. Help you with whatever you need help with. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Have a beautiful night.
Nice talking with you guys. And remember, this is our year. We're going to do it this year, okay?
Yes,
That's it. All right.
And let's
bye-bye.
be accountable to one another. I think that would be fantastic if we did
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
Good night,
All right,
ladies.
ladies.
Happy
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.